This is the Flissa 12-inch Bowie. This is a knife that was sent to me by the company Flissa, a brand I know very little about. I've seen a couple of folders on Stasa's channel and a few others, but I've never seen a fixed blade by them. And they reached out to me, wanted to know if I wanted to check this one out in particular. I said yes, because it's a temptation for me. It's a clip point blade. It's got a leather sheath. It's got a leather stacked handle, and I figured, why not check it out? This is a $25 knife, and I think it is well worth the price. Stick around. I have some actual usage footage coming up after this. It's very, very rare that I do that, but it's a brand I was totally unfamiliar with, and I accepted a knife from them for free, so I didn't want to just say, yeah, it's great because I got it for free, and look at how cool it looks. So I took it through some paces outside. Granted, it was just one outing, but I did some batoning with it. I did some carving, some feather sticking. I made a fire. I cut some sisal rope. I did a tip test. Just kind of a general taking it through its paces. And it did really well. I like it. I do like this knife. And for 25 bucks, it's a great deal. It comes in this leather sheath. It's kind of leatherette or pleather, but it's supposed to be leather, so I'll take them at their word. It's got a nice retention strap. I like this style where it's not a snap or Velcro. It's just a little brass knob coming through a slot. And there's the knife. Really nice looking clip point blade. You got a fuller here. This is 7CR17 MOV. And before you balk or look down your nose at that, I've had great experience with some 8CR13 MOVs in cold steel and Spyderco knives. And I've had some really good experience with 3CR13 MOV on some cheap outdoors knives, like my Rough Rider Black Mule Bowie. That thing just takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Sorry, Timex, I'll send you your royalties for that. But what a great knife that was. And I've maybe some Schrades, I can't remember what else, but I've had great experience with some CR steels, okay? Some of those steels that we consider kind of below us. And this one is one of them. This one did great. So let me show it off a little bit before I show you the usage footage. You have a great clip point profile here, very nice. Clip point with a swedge, nice fuller. This is the Flissa logo, and it came with a very sharp edge. Now, one of the tests it struggled with was the sisal rope, and I think it's because this sharp edge was maybe a little bit too polished, so it didn't have enough bite to really get into the sisal rope. But a decent size blade at 7.5 inches there, and 12 inches overall, as the name 12-inch Bowie would imply. Really nice handle. I love this handle. I'm a sucker for the stacked leather, as you may know. I like this contouring and the what is this called? Palm swell here, and then you have a steel butt cap and a steel guard. Nice liners here. It's a very nice looking knife, and for 25 bucks, I gotta say, it's a deal. It's a deal. So batoned this, cut stuff, did some carving, started a fire, etc., and it still cuts pretty well. So I was surprised to see that it remained pretty keen, being 7CR17 MOV. So decent edge. Now I will sharpen this up. I'm going to clean up this blade, but I wanted to leave this kind of gunk on there just to show you, how hardcore I am and how I actually use my stuff, which is very rare, to be honest. I'm not a super hardcore outdoorsman, and I baby my knives. I got a ton of them, and I baby them. Yes, it's true. I'm a collector. It just doesn't come up in my suburban dad life that much that I need a Bowie knife, but I sure do have a lot of them, and I do love them. But this one I wanted to use, I wanted to bang around, because if I am to recommend this to someone, I have to know that it's actually not just a pretty face and that it can really do some work. Plus, it's not fair to receive a free knife from a company I've never heard of, have no experience with, and then just assume that it's good. By the way, I love this in reverse grip. This is incidental, but I love that pommel. It's great for the reverse grip. I love that little arc there. It's perfect for capping the pommel with your thumb. And, you know, that's how I was doing my tip test. Very, very comfortable. And yeah, I like this knife a lot. And I guess I would have to say, and you determine from what you see after this little portion, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth 25 bucks all day long. It's a good knife. I would recommend it for someone who needs a, you know, 7-inch knife for camping, and you got 25 bucks to spend and an Amazon account. So nice knife. I like it. Thank you, Flissa, for sending this to me. It definitely has, well, I would try something else. It would, it's gained my trust. Let me put it to you that way. My daughter has her eye on this knife, but I think I'm going to be keeping it around here before I maybe give it away to her. But great tip, great blade, came with a great edge, dulled it down a little bit, could use a little bit more toothiness, great handle, leather stacked, steel, 7CR, leatherette. All right, check out this usage footage.